If you are thinking about buying a portable drone right now, stop what you are doing, lock your wallet away, and just wait. We are about to see the most aggressive, disruptive shakeup in the history of aerial filmmaking, and it is happening inside an aircraft frame that weighs under 249 grams. Brand new, definitive internal supply chain leaks for the highly anticipated DJI Mini 6 Pro just dropped, and they show that the boundaries of what a sub-250-gram drone can legally and physically achieve have been completely shattered. Honestly, looking at these specs, this thing is about to make mid-tier, and even massive enterprise drones look totally obsolete overnight. DJI is pulling off some wild manufacturing pipeline shifts that feel straight out of a Cupertino playbook. The absolute crown jewel of this new leak is a massive engineering triumph that I didn't think we would see for at least another 2 years. We are talking about a true 1-inch stacked CMOS imaging sensor paired with a mechanical variable aperture ranging from f1.8 all the way down to f11. Now, if you've flown any current lightweight drone, you know the biggest bottleneck is always dynamic lighting. Those tiny 1/1.3-inch sensors choke when they hit harsh sunlight or deep shadows, leaving you with blown-out skies or a muddy, noisy mess. According to DigiTimes and supply chain whispers out of Asia, DJI is moving to a stacked architecture where the pixel circuitry is physically separated from the light-gathering photodiodes. This lets the sensor swallow insane amounts of light while processing data at lightning speeds, which basically kills rolling shutter and that awful jello distortion when you're tracking fast subjects. But it's that mechanical variable aperture that completely alters how you shoot. Right now, flying a mini drone means you are constantly landing, swapping out physical ND filters as clouds move, and taking off again. It ruins your workflow. With the Mini 6 Pro, you can adjust your aperture on the fly right from your remote controller. If you're shooting at high noon, stop it down to f11 to keep your shutter angle perfect. Catching the last seconds of golden hour. Open it up to f1.8 and flood that massive sensor with light. The leak says this camera outputs true, uncompressed 6K video at 60 frames per second, and a buttery-smooth 4K at 120 frames per second for ultra-high-definition slow motion. This gives you the freedom to crop deep into your footage during post-production without losing that crisp detail required for high-end commercial work. But how do you handle low-light safety on something this small? Makotakara sources say DJI is introducing a revolutionary nightscape LiDAR system, which is an industry first for an ultra-lightweight aircraft. Standard vision sensors rely completely on ambient light, meaning your obstacle avoidance becomes an expensive paperweight the second the sun goes down. This new LiDAR system projects millions of invisible laser pulses every single second, building a real-time, millimeter-precise three-dimensional cloud of everything around the drone. It can actively see tree branches, thin power lines, and buildings in pitch-black darkness. Combine that with an upgraded ActiveTrack 360 system powered by a dedicated onboard AI processor, and this little drone can weave through thick forest canopies while keeping an absolute lock on you. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the strict 250-gram regulatory threshold. Shoving a 1-inch sensor, a mechanical gimbal, and a LiDAR array into this weight class seemed physically impossible without your battery dying in 10 minutes. However, leaked factory blueprints uncovered by industry insiders show that DJI is using a game-changing, high-density solid-state battery chemistry. By dumping traditional liquid electrolytes for a solid conductive material, they have massively increased the energy density while cutting physical weight. The numbers here are staggering. The Mini 6 Pro delivers a mind-blowing 60 minutes of continuous flight time on a single charge with the standard battery, all while keeping the takeoff weight under that legal limit. Let me know down in the comments, would you actually trust a solid-state battery in a tiny drone on day one, or are you waiting for reviews? For long-range reliability, the drone debuts the next generation O5 transmission system. Minkai Kuo has hinted at DJI expanding their network capabilities, and this system integrates advanced frequencies with cutting-edge 5G cellular bonding. This creates a rock-solid 1080p live feed at 60 frames per second. Even if you are flying in a dense metropolitan area with horrific radio frequency interference, O5 reportedly maintains a flawless connection up to an incredible 25 kilometers. They've also boosted the internal storage to 42 gigabytes, so you can record hours of high bitrate footage directly onto the aircraft without stressing over a corrupted micro SD card in the field. The chassis itself has gone through some subtle, but highly tactical aerodynamic changes. The front arms are slightly elongated to house larger, high-efficiency propellers that spin at a lower frequency. This means the drone operates with a much lower acoustic profile, making it incredibly quiet for wildlife videographers or low-profile creators. Mark Gurman and other retail trackers suggest that the folding mechanism has been reinforced with magnesium alloy joints, allowing this tiny frame to withstand level 6 wind resistance, which is unheard of for this size. According to the latest reports from the ELIC, the global release window for the DJI Mini 6 Pro is locked in for an autumn launch. The base model is expected to start right around $850, while the Fly More combo, which packs the advanced RC remote with that built-in high brightness screen, extra solid-state batteries, and a charging hub, will land at about $1,099. When you realize this palm-sized drone matches or beats the image quality and safety of heavy, multi-thousand-dollar enterprise rigs, the value proposition is wild. It feels like the death of the small drone compromise. You no longer have to choose between avoiding government registration and getting professional cinema-grade quality. If you buy a current-gen drone today, you are paying top dollar for technology that is actively being replaced by a 1-inch stack sensor, mechanical aperture, and LiDAR safety. The smart move here is to hold your money, protect your budget, and prepare for a true generational leap.